Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Arsenal ace gives a brutal reason for wanting transfer away. Arsenal defender William Saliba appears to have confirmed recent reports that he wants to leave the club and make his transfer to Marseille permanent. The young Frenchman has impressed in his time on loan in League One, and it's surprising he's never managed to get a first team opportunity at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal may now live to regret that decision, with Saliba recently reported to be keen to make his loan to Marseille permanent, according to RMC Sport. Saliba himself has now spoken about his future, and he's given a brutal reason for wanting to leave the Gunners, explaining that he wants to play in the Champions League with Marseille. That will hurt Arsenal, who look almost certain to miss out on a place in the top 4. I want to come back and play the Champions League. I have never played in it, and I want to discover it here. Saliba is quoted by Get French Football News. Arsenal fans will no doubt be furious if they lose this top young talent, though at the same time it seems he's not particularly committed to them or determined to come back and fight for his place, so it might be worth cashing in on him and moving on. Arsenal star reluctant to commit to new contract without release clause. Arsenal winger Bukayo Saka's contract is due to expire in 2023, but the Gunners do have the option to extend it by another year. However, with Saka being one of Arsenal's brightest talents, they understandably want to tie him down to a longer contract. The 20-year-old seems happy at the club, but he's reportedly reluctant to sign a new deal. According to the Daily Mail, Saka wants a release clause inserted into his new contract to offer him a way out of the club in the future. Although settled and enjoying his time under Mikel Arteta, he's desperate to play in the Champions League, so if Arsenal do fail to qualify in the future, he could seek a move. Release clauses are mandatory in the Spanish league, but they are a bit of rarity in the English game. Arsenal will undoubtedly be demanding an extortionate fee for the England international, so Saka is looking to negotiate a clause, which means he isn't priced out of leaving in the future. Finding a release clause that suits both parties is going to be difficult. Arsenal won't want to lose one of their academy products without a substantial fee, and Saka won't want Champions League clubs feeling they can't afford to purchase the Arsenal man. Romano thinks Hector Bellerin will leave Arsenal this summer. The future of several Gunners players needs to be resolved, Hector Bellerin among them, and Fabrizio Romano, speaking on Gazzetta dello Five, feels the 27-year-old won't stick around at the Emirates. Bellerin has enjoyed a new lease of life at Real Betis on loan. The Spaniard has made 32 appearances for the La Liga club and won the Copa del Rey in April. The Mirror recently reported that Bellerin has decided he wants to join Real Betis on a permanent deal. However, Team Talk have claimed the Gunners fullback is yet to decide on his future. 5. Co-host Joel Bea asked Romano whether he felt Bellerin would come back to Arsenal. His loan deal is expiring, so at the moment yes, he replied, but I don't see him staying honestly. Although Takehiro Tomiyasu has excelled for Arsenal, his recent injury highlighted a need for strength in depth. Indeed, Arteta has suggested himself that he could be planning for having Bellerin back in his squad next term. Any player with a contractual obligation with us, both ways, is our player and is considered our player, he said. Every plan considers that possibility, exits and how they can fit into our team. Arteta deemed Bellerin as an exceptional player and an incredible person when he left on loan last year. With Arsenal set for a return to European competition next term, they will need strength in depth. Should Arteta keep or sell Bellerin? Tell me in the comments below. Ian Wright says one Arsenal player has proved everyone wrong. Arsenal legend Ian Wright has claimed that Aaron Ramsdale can laugh at people who wrote him off when he joined the Gunners last summer. The Englishman has arguably been the signing of the season. He has been brilliant for Arsenal and is one of the biggest reasons why the Gunners are even close to the Champions League places. Arsenal fans absolutely love Ramsdale now, but things were very difficult at the start of the season. Almost every supporter was against the idea of signing him. Very few people believed he had what it takes to deliver at the top level. Now, it's safe to say that Ramsdale has proved everyone wrong, and Wright has claimed that the Englishman can look at his critics and laugh at them having proved them all wrong. The legendary English striker told the Premier League Productions, as quoted by the Mirror, Aaron Ramsdale, when he went to Arsenal, he was kind of ridiculed. They said, oh, he had 2 relegations, which I can see as a negative when you are young. He has come in there, we have seen his emergence, he has been very swift, and he's playing with him Pickford for England on a regular basis that will make him understand, yeah, I'm playing with a top keeper, I need to get myself in order. Aaron Ramsdale seems to express it, his emotions, with more fun, whereas Jordan Pickford, you probably put it down too, he does get a lot of criticism. Whereas Aaron Ramsdale can now look at people and laugh at them, because he was written off to a certain extent, he can now have a lot at his own expense and a lot with the fans because he's more relaxed with the way he's playing. Newcastle United joins Arsenal in the race of signing Memphis Depay. Newcastle United have reportedly discussed a potential transfer move for Barcelona forward Memphis Depay this summer. The Netherlands international hasn't been entirely convincing since joining Barca from Lyon last year, and it perhaps wouldn't be too surprising to see him move in the near future. Still, despite Newcastle considering a move for Depay, according to Fabrizio Romano, in conversation with Gazzetta dello Five, it seems he's more likely to remain at the Camp Nou for a bit longer. It would have been some statement for the Magpies to make him their latest big-name signing, while the former Manchester United man has also been linked with other Premier League clubs. Vigach's claim Arsenal and West Ham are also among his suitors, and he could also have been a terrific addition for either of those. The Gunners need more firepower up front after losing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in January, while both Alexander Lacazette and Edin Ketia are out of contract this summer. Premier League trio ready for €40 million midfielder chase. Arsenal, Tottenham and Newcastle are claimed to be ready to launch a €40 million move to sign Weston McKennie from Juventus this summer. The American has been used in various roles during his time with Schalke, and the old lady featuring at centre-back, full-back, as well as almost every possible midfield role imaginable, and you could argue that he has proved to be more than comfortable playing anywhere on the field. Despite quickly becoming a fan's favorite in Turin, he has found a regular first-team role hard to come by since joining from the Bundesliga side in 2020, although he did seem to have finally convinced Allegri that he was deserving of an extended run of starts this season before picking up an injury, one which he's yet to make a return from. Juve are also expected to make changes to their midfield options in the coming window, with their team having struggled to find balance in midfield this season, and they could well be open to cashing in on McKennie's signature. Tutto Juve now claims that all of Arsenal, Tottenham and Newcastle are considering a move to sign him, with the trio eyeing a deal worth €40 million. I'm a fan of McKennie and would be very happy to see him join this summer. He's known for getting amongst the goals at important times and has an all-round game which could be a rest asset for us, especially if we are to juggle European football next term. I'm not fully convinced that Juventus would so easily part with him, however, as I would certainly be more active in seeking other departures in the middle if I was in charge. Real Madrid looks set to rival Arsenal in pursuit of Manchester City star. Ilkay Gundogan looks set to leave Manchester City this summer, with Real Madrid and Arsenal interested in his services. Gundogan and his team have been discussing his future at Manchester City, and there is a strong chance he will be leaving the club this summer, according to Fabrizio Romano. Barcelona and Arsenal are mentioned as a potential destinations if Gundogan was to leave the club this summer, alongside a possible return to Germany, where he spent the majority of his career until joining Manchester City. Real Madrid have now entered the race to sign Gundogan, according to reporter Ekrem Connor. It now seems a move away from Manchester is the most likely option for the 31-year-old. Mikel Arteta worked with Gundogan during his time as Pep Guardiola's assistant manager, so he knows the German's capabilities. With Thomas Partey's injury record at the club and having failed to find a regular midfield partner for him throughout the season, Gundogan could be the right man to bolster Arsenal's midfield. Real Madrid are blessed with immense talent in midfield positions, so a move to Spain seems the least likely. Luka Modric, Casemiro and Toni Kroos are all reaching the latter stages of their career and will need replacing, but Gundogan himself is into his 30s. Arsenal given boost in race to bring Serge Gnabry home. There is no doubt that Arsenal will look to strengthen their current squad in the close season. A number of positions need replacing in the first team. There is also an urgency to add depth in the squad as the Gunners are on course to play in Europe next season. The club has been linked to several names in the recent month. Serge Gnabry is one that has intrigued the Arsenal faithful. With the number of attacking wingers that have been linked to the London outfit, if somewhat makes it clear that the club's hierarchy see it as a priority position heading into the next campaign. They have already landed a Brazilian youngster Marquinhos from Sao Paulo, but his signing is considered to be one for the future. Raheem Sterling has been linked to a move, but the Gunners might be priced out for the Englishman's signature. That has put the signature of Gnabry in the driving seat, especially the fact that Bayern Munich are in talks with Ousmane Dembélé, according to French outlet L'Equipe. If the Frenchman does end up joining the German giants, it could place Gnabry's spot in jeopardy as both play in the same position. The 25-year-old's contract talks has also reached an impasse with the club. The German has already hinted at an exit, and Dembélé's move could put more confirmation on Gnabry's departure, which Arsenal should look to explore. The reason to leave is not just competition for a starting spot or money for Gnabry, he also wants to feel an important member of the team, it has been reported. And I'm sure he can feel that at the Emirates Stadium, his home before he achieved fame and success at Bayern. His signing will certainly be welcomed by the Arsenal fans. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.